Welcome to Pegasus Auto Racing Supplies. I'm Zach Moore on TechLine, and today we're going to walk you through a keypad. This is an AIM keypad. This is actually a K8, or they're compact with 8 buttons. This is kind of the latest and greatest. It's designed to go with their PDMs. They also have an open version of this. The open version is nice so that you don't need to necessarily have an AIM PDM. You could just use it as a keypad. On the back side, you'll notice it has a typical AIM 712 and 2 mounting studs. And on the front, you'll notice these are all blank. If you were to purchase one of these, this is how it comes. It is just a blank keypad. It's not programmed or anything. There aren't any keys. We do have all of them, or most of them, on our website, and anything that we don't have on the website that we don't know about or don't have a demand for or whatever, we can also order for you, and I plan on doing some of that myself. But we do have the actual inserts for them. They're all separate on the website. They're all listed individually so that you can get exactly the ones you need without getting like a full kit or anything like that. Today we have a start-stop, an ignition, a low beam, a rain light, and a blank. The blank is nice to cover up any of the blank panels or buttons. It makes the whatever unused buttons that you're using not look like that. It makes it look like the rest of the buttons, and it also feels like the rest of the buttons. So we're gonna actually install a couple of these today just to show you. One thing that is nice, they're very tactile, so you get the nice little clickies. And actually when you put the button inserts in, it does change it a little bit just because it is a little bit of a insulator. So you'll also notice that on these, they have a top and a bottom kind of tab. Inside the actual keypad, underneath the rubber bit, there is a slot. You probably not going to be able to see it in there, but there is a slot both on top and bottom. These can only go up or down. It's the only way they can go on. They did have a different keypad style that had a cross. That one you could do 90 degrees if you wanted to mount it like this. This particular keypad does not have that ability though. You can still mount it. Everything's just gonna look sideways. So it's pretty basic. Basically, you wanna just push one end of that slot. These are all just rubber. You wanna push one into the slot and then kind of force it back up. I did bottom first. Doesn't really matter too much, but we're gonna start with the start-stop button there, and we'll put the ignition one in right next to it. So we'll go from the top. You just push it all the way to the side, and then try and get it underneath the little rubber grommet portion. Sometimes it can take a little bit of force, but it's really not that bad. There you go. Get it to reset. Now it's nice and centered in there. You can kind of hear the difference. It's a little bit more dull. But we're also going to install the high beam, well, low beam. If you wanted to switch it up, it would be high beam, I guess. There are a separate high beam versus low beam insert. One of them is just angled. One of them has what would be essentially a straight design. So just put that in there. That's actually the 3 that we're going to install right now. We are also going to have park, reverse, neutral, drive, and probably a manual button over here. So this is going to actually function as a shifter selector or a gear selector, so to be used in conjunction with some paddles. So that is the basics of a keypad. It's a great little product that AIM has brought to the market. It really expands upon a PDM really well, because now on top of just being able to control the circuits, you can also control the actual function of the circuit, not just power it or ground it. So great addition for AIM. Really happy they brought it on, and we're really happy to carry it.